Let's do a Q&A video. I haven't done that in a while. And I asked you guys on Instagram, on the Swedish Lad, and the Swedish language, as well as on my Facebook page. And let's get started because there are plenty of questions. Okay. Patricia writes, if you could choose to live for the rest of your life in another country, what country would that be and why? Well, for those of you who know me since a while back, Vietnam, but no, maybe, I don't know. Either in a big city like London or a very rural place in the mountains of France. Maybe? Peut-être. Ricard, have you gone to Italy? Do you speak a little Catalan? Would you learn it? I have never been to Italy. I've been almost on the border, but we're planning to go. It's a weird thing that, I've been to most places in Europe, especially Western Europe, but not yet. Catalan, I took Spanish in high school, but no. Would I learn it? Of course, because I like languages. Florestan01, what advice would you give to an American aspiring to move and live in Sweden other than learning Swedish? Be friendly. Adjust to the fact that you pay a lot of taxes, but then on the other hand, medicine is subsidized, your parental leave is far longer than the US, and your vacation days are so many more, and adjust to the fact that you won't have much money left, but much is paid for you. Let's see, what else do we have? Lily, what does surströmming taste like? Well, it tastes like smelly pink fish. Or like this. It's the Rhino. Did you grow up in Stockholm? No, I started living here in 2004, 2003, 2004. Occasionally during the summer, and then I've been here full time since 2 years back. What do we have? It's not really pertaining to you. How much does the Scanian dialect differ from what is spoken in Stockholm? If you ask a Stockholmer, a lot. But it's not a different language. But if you have no experience of dialects before, then it might strike you as weird. But then again, I've been here a lot, so I've obviously adjusted my dialect a slight. But there are so many versions of Scanian that even I was like, oh, what did you just say? Do you like Holly Parker? Do you like Midsummer celebration? Which is your favorite Swedish tradition? My favorite tradition is Midsummer because of the food and the dancing, and I don't know, it's just nice. I think it's the favorite holiday of most Swedes, to be honest. This is not a soundproof booth. Will you come to Singapore? I don't know, will I? I haven't booked anything yet, A6M, but maybe? You mentioned something about watching a football team in the US on your pizza episode. Yeah, who do you support? Football. If you're talking about soccer, then I would say LA Galaxy, and the reason for that is train from Uppsala passing by 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 carts and the Arlanda Express. If it's MLS, LA Galaxy, because that's where Zlatan Ibrahimovic plays. I support whichever team he plays in. If it's like American football, I don't have a specific team. I usually kind of root for one of the teams in the Super Bowl, and it's usually the underdog. But I wouldn't say that I have a favorite team other than that. Temanes, do you believe in stereotypes? Do you think that people who live in cold countries like Sweden, Denmark and Finland tend to be less friendly or more introvert and sad? To what extent do you think it makes sense? Tiago Manes from Rio, Brazil. Well, actually, the Nordic people are some of the happiest people in the world for obviously economic reasons, but also in the case of Denmark, low expectations. But I do think that the climate does tend to make you more introvert, just because it's warm like 4 months a year, like really nice warm. And also, if I believe in stereotypes, I mean, stereotypes is just another word for the norm, and the norm is something that is being criticized a lot today, that we need to be norm critical, which I think is fine. But norms is also what keeps a society in check when it comes to not, shooting each other down or behaving like assholes towards each other. But I would like to see like a widening of that norm and the acceptance of those who are not typically, who don't typically fit into the norm. Vladimiros, hey Martin, I am from Greece and I study chemistry. What I would like to ask is how easy it is for a chemist to find a chemistry-related job in Sweden. Also, love your Eurovision song, Dance You Off, Good Luck Sweden. Oh yeah, Eurovision coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks. I have no idea. It's an odd thing because when people ask me about, the job situation for a foreign person in Sweden, I have no idea, just because I have never been in that situation. I would probably know more about the job situation for a foreigner in Norway or Australia because I've been that person there. So, but I would think that specialist subject, if we call chemistry that, would be something that is sort of universal, because the periodic table is the same in every country, isn't it? Yeah. That is a chemistry comment, yeah. Jasmine, what country would you most like to travel to that you've never been to? Peru. Machu Picchu, Peru. Easy. Best things to do in Stockholm for a first-timer to Sweden. I mean, spend 1 day doing all the classic touristy stuff, and the second day find a native person, and that person will take you places. That was not meant to be a drug comment. Unless you want to play disc golf. Because Americans, let's not go there. How's it going lately? Last of Via Vary. It's up and down, I guess. Life is up and down. Some days are wonderful and sunny, and some days are not so wonderful and rainy, if you get what I mean. Chris, hey, how a Swedish man or woman feels when he leaves Sweden for vacation, and goes in beach with full sun. Free, because that person is not among other introvert Swedes and can really play out the full register of his or her or whatever personality. And yeah, yay for sun and warmth. One day we'll get that too. Yeah. Let's see, I had that already. Someone named Schwardhagen. I think it's a Dutch person. Schwardhagen. Who is your favorite Anton? Probably Anton Berg, the chocolate. Yes. Julia Roos. Are you attending Sweden Rock Festival this year? Which I assume, though. What? If so, what bands are you looking forward to the most? Yes, I am definitely attending Sweden Rock. Obviously, I look forward to hearing Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden live. I look forward to hearing a few more songs from Slade. And I look forward to seeing Wilmo X, their 1000 show, Swedish band. That would be cool. Merheit. I would be interested to know what the most important lesson was that you learned in your 20s. If that's too deep, what would you do with your time if you didn't have to sleep? Oh, I love your videos, especially the good talk ones, and I keep a vocabulary book to note down Swedish words you teach. Oh, good student there, A+. You're doing what you can to make the world a better place. Don't stop. Oh. I think the lessons I learned during my 20s was actually probably lessons I learned after I was done with my 20s, because then you look back and you're like, save for your pension, man. Save for your pension. It doesn't have to be a lot, but if you start saving early, like a little bit every month, your 30s will be much happier. Also, try things, do things, see the world, experience things. The 20s, that's what your 20s are for. Experiment, do things. Live life. And if you do that, then hopefully you will not have as many regrets in your 30s, depending on what you did. Simon Johnson, are you coming to Sweden Rock again this year? Yes, I will. Reading in Swedish. This was a guy that I met last year as I was walking around filming and interviewing people about favorite bands and stuff. Yes, I will be there. Eshan, which Scandinavian language do you like most? Where would you like to visit when you have time for traveling? Which country did you like most according to your travels? Thanks for answering. I love your videos. Which Scandinavian language do you like the most? I think Icelandic, actually. I really like Icelandic. There's something really beautiful about it, and it's very. I mean, we wouldn't understand much, but some words are like, I kind of get what that means. Where would you like to visit when you have time for traveling? I mean, I always enjoy going to the States, to London, but I want to go everywhere. I want to go to Mongolia. I want to go to Uzbekistan. I want to go to Africa. I want to go to North Pole. I want to go everywhere. After Swedish, which language do you like the most? And in your opinion, which language is the most perfect practical in the world? Practical, I guess, would be Chinese or English or Spanish. I guess, I mean, practical because it's widely spoken, I guess. Which language do you like the most? I'll say Icelandic again. That language challenge I did. That was interesting. That was Nader. Manuel Valero, what would like to change? What would you like to change about yourself, if there's anything at all? Of course, send you big love and good vibes. Love your videos. I wish I didn't. I wish bad feelings didn't affect me as much. That I could just rub it off easier. I mean, I'm working on it, but maybe that's a good talk video to come. But yeah, I wish I wasn't as affected emotionally about stuff sometime. Raphael, this is sad, but you have to live Sweden with your family. Where would you be going to start a new life? Oh, leave. Iceland? They have geysers there. That's cool. Sebastian, that's so silly, but do you know how to burp on command? Okay, that was silly, but yeah. See what I did there? Yeah. Nikki, what is the scariest thing that ever happened to you? Guess being at a school during a shooting, which I made a video about recently. Other than that, nightmares. When that Israeli guy at Eurovision 2014 in Denmark wanted me to join him in places and do things. That's kind of scary for me because, yeah. But whatever rocks your boat. Not mine. Yeah. Hello, Troy. What motivates you to keep doing YouTube? Easy. Hiran, what is the word in Swedish you like the most? What is the word you dislike the most? Oh, interesting, because I haven't actually read these questions beforehand. The Swedish word you like the most? Or dislike the most? I have no idea. I have to think about that. I have no idea. My favorite English word, though, is connotation. Yes. And final question, Satya, Exatya. How many languages do you speak fluently? Okay, Swedish, English. I mean, I get by in Norwegian. I don't speak Norwegian, but you understand me, so no. Latin, no. French, no. Spanish? No, yeah, it's probably Swedish and English, although I have certain skills in some other languages that will get me by in life and such. Yeah, that was a Q&A. How about that? Cool. I would have hoped that there would have been like video questions, because then I add the video here and I can look at that person. It's like, wow, you're right there in editing. It's cool and stuff. But maybe I'll do more of these or during a live show and stuff. But thank you to all of you who submitted questions. It's fun. It's fun to not having to think beforehand about what you need to say. Instead, just kind of react to what people are saying to you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for, again, yes, Tuesdays Good Talk videos, Thursdays language-based videos, and the first of every month is a monthly vlog.